RTL Editorial News, the Cable News Report, Weekend Review for February 20th, 2011 continues. Yes, also this week was in New York, of course, United Nations building, as the UN Council was voting for the stoppage of the Israel settlement, East settlement. Now, it was consist of 14 council members all over the world, and when they came down to the decision on who, if we could veto or not to veto, to push it through, the UN to push it through to stop Israel for continuing to build the East Jerusalem settlement. 13 people said, yeah, I agree, from different countries. Yeah, I agree. Guess who stopped it? Yeah! God bless America. Huh? Yes, U.S. was the one that opposed and vetoed it. And really, you know, you had China, you have Russia, you know, the superpowers. France, maybe Italy, maybe Brazil. You know, if one of the superpowers from the UN oppose it, it's not going to happen. And U.S., thank God for America. Or how Bill Clinton said, God bless America. So, yes, America, U.S. veto it. Now, you know, they say, the other country is saying, why are U.S. doing it? Why are they doing it? Well, the thing is, you can say many reasons. One, because U.S., that's U.S. allied Israel. Number two, Israel is really running United States. They're running all their business. Number three, most of the politicians had descendants from Israel. Number four, because of the situation of Barack Obama, and this is the last year, or close to, well, really the last year to prove himself before elections in 2012. And the fifth one, oh, you'll love that one. The fifth one is, and you can't stop God's word in the biblical, that Israel going to have to run to somebody, a country, a bigger country, a big brother, in a time of Armageddon and war. And guess who? The United States. Now, the one who opposed it was the U.S. ambassador to the UN, Susan Rice. Yes, Newsweek, back in the days when she was a African diplomat, or she dealt with the affairs of Africa. She also was an assistant Secretary of State behind her mentor, Madeleine Albright, during the Bill Clinton era. Yes, she was considered by Newsweek as inexperienced and inflexible. You see, you can say that about Condoleezza Rice. You could say about anybody else. But they had the training. They picked up. They was taken as under the rings of people who would get them going to develop themselves. That's good. And you still think of her as inexperienced? You know, it was just an easy question. Say, are you going to veto on the Israel East Jerusalem settlement? Yeah, that's easy. Yeah, I'll oppose. Why is it? Simple. And if you want to go there and try to mess with her brain, let's just say Susan Rice was a think tank, I don't like the word fellow, a think tank participant in the think tank back in the days. You know, the think tank, they come up with major questions and major answers to it, to come up with all the questions that needs to be asked or brought up. Now, Susan Rice could have done this. Said what? I can't oppose. She could go sister on you. She could say, what? I can't oppose? She could have said, come on with me to the think tank. She could have put all of them in a think tank. They would have came out with headaches, especially the ambassador in China. He would have come out, I got a headache. The woman is bad. Oh, she's smart. Oh, my head. But just a good job by Susan Rice, bottom line. Because the thing is, you could call it political interest. We could call it really a diplomat relationship interest. You know, Netanyahu, Barack Obama. That's what it is, to keep the relationship going, because if she would have just ran it through, you know, that could have damaged Barack Obama's chances of becoming president again for the second term. And plus, you know, the Republicans already settled them out, the House of Representatives. They could have dropped the axe on him if they let him stop Israel from doing the East Jerusalem settlement. So, good going, Susan Rice. Keep up the good work. I'll be back with more LTO editorial news, the cable news report, the weekend.